Today I'm going to be unboxing the Razer Kiyo Pro, which is the second highest webcam that Razer has to offer in their streaming developed webcam range. I'll talk a little bit about this webcam as we go through the video and exactly why I chose this one over the other models that Razer has to offer, but for now let's get straight into the unboxing. And before we go any further, I've not been paid by Razer and this is not an ad, so this will be genuinely my first time opening this and reacting to the product that they have to offer. The box, I mean, it's just a standard Razer box, the green and black packaging. And there is one little tab at the back here that we should get to first. Now this knife is blunt, so if this doesn't go well, we know why. Right, there we are. And then it should simply be a fold out like this, perfect. Here we are, the Razer sheet on top, Kiyo Pro, the manual. And oh, look at that thing. Absolutely beautiful. This is why I purchased this product. Can I lift the foam out? There we are. I'll lift the phone out. The foam out there to get this more easily accessible. That thing is honestly such an upgrade from what I already have, as we will see. Full HD, 60 FPS. First impressions. It's actually really nice and sturdy. It also comes with a mounting for a tripod if I wanted to use this with a tripod, which is awesome. But I'll probably be opting to have it on a screen instead, on top of the screen rather, which I can do simply by unfolding that there. Brilliant. Let's set that aside for now. Pop that back in there. What else do we have in the box here? We have the leads. The lead to run the webcam, which is a USB, so I believe a USB-C port, which goes to the web camera, the back of the web camera. Cover those back up again. If I can do it correctly, there we are. And then I believe this is the lens cover. Yeah, the Razer branded lens cover for the webcam there, which is a nice added bonus if you want that extra privacy. Now, the Razer Kiyo Pro retails for £200 from Razer's official site, although as I'm recording the video, it's sitting at a 35% discount, so it's on there for £129.99 if you're interested. But obviously it's important to mention you can also go to other sites like Amazon, eBay, or other respected sellers to get the same product. The Kiyo Pro offers, what does it offer? Adaptive light sensors, as we've already mentioned, which is supposed to help you record at any light level. It can also deliver uncompressed 1080p 60 FPS footage directly to your software of choice. I use OBS, as we'll see. However, if you want colours to pop, you can also enable HDR, or high dynamic range, but this does limit the camera's performance to 30 FPS. It also features an adjustable FOV, which are controllable, I believe. No, it's just controllable in the Razer's Synapse 3 software, which you can download online. And then other reviews, I think it's important to note, other reviews online talk about the microphone quality on this thing being fairly poor for today's webcam market. However, that doesn't really bother me, as I will never be needing to use this webcam's built-in microphone. I'll instead always be opting for my AT2020, which I already own and is already set up on my PC. So without further ado, let's take this thing, plug it into the computer, and get started on reviewing this thing's software. Now, just for a quick comparison, this is the camera that I'm currently using and have been using for the past 5-ish years. It's a Trust USB camera that records at 1080p, but no autofocus, so it's quite blurry, and it was only 30-ish pounds from Game when I first got it. It's also capped to 30 FPS, so this would be a nice upgrade. Also, let me just quickly... This is the audio quality of the Trust USB camera from where it's currently sitting, as opposed to me using my AT2020, which was what I was just using for the rest of this clip. And this is the Kiyo Pro. You can see that it's working fairly well, and I haven't even touched Razer Synapse or downloaded it at all. This is literally just me unplugging the old one, plugging this new webcam in, and it's worked straight away in OBS. And quickly, before we continue, this is the Kiyo Pro webcam microphone. I don't know how it sounds, but you can be the judge of it. Probably better than the Trust, but worse than the AT2020. Now let's take a look at this Razer Synapse 3 software. Now to download the installer for the Synapse 3 software, I simply had to go to razer.com/synapse, and then it directed me to razer.com/synapse-3,
automatically, which is brilliant. I'm just going to click download now for Windows 10 and Windows 11. After a brief second, this is what showed up on my other screen. The Razer gaming software, Razer Synapse. I'm just going to install the Razer Synapse today. I don't need these two, I don't believe. So I'm just going to click install down here, and just like that, in under 30 seconds, we have downloaded Razer Synapse. It is installing. And there we have it. It's installed after around 3 to 3.5 minutes, so it's not too bad actually. We are now in the Synapse 3 software, and Razer Kiyo Pro is working. And first of all, there was a firmware update available, so I'm just going to install that quickly. And just like that, roughly 10 minutes later, the firmware update has completed. Razer Kiyo Pro, let's look in here and see what's going on. The adjustments for the Razer Kiyo Pro, which is kind of cool because I've never had the ability to change any settings on here, which is awesome. Now moving down, we have dark room and bright room. Right now it's the middle of the day, and I've got one window over there for reference and one window directly behind me, no lights on. So what I'm going to do is just click bright room, just to see what it looks like. Maybe no change there at all, but what I'm going to actually do is turn HDR off, just because it limits the frame rate of the camera to 30 FPS, and I prefer at the moment to record in 60 FPS. Field of view, I definitely don't want it wide. We'll just narrow this down one at a time, just to get a sense of what the FOV does. There we are. What does this button do? Expand camera preview. Oh, it takes it onto a separate screen, so I can do this. That's actually very helpful. But for now, I'm going to close that, just so it's all on one screen so you guys can see what's going on. There's also presets, which is really cool. So I'm just going to click through these one at a time, just to give you guys a sense of what these do. And obviously in my own time, I'll go through these and just find out what works for me. Perfect. So that is the Razer Synapse software for the Kiyo Pro. And there we have it, the review for the Razer Kiyo Pro. Thank you for watching. Take care.